Has this ever happened to you? This isn't good enough! Am I wasting my time? Why am I even doing this? Well, look no further, because same, I've been there. Whether it was launching my custom embroidery business out of my apartment 2 years ago, or starting this YouTube channel just last month. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Juice channel. My name's Justin Chong. What do you guys think of this new haircut? I'm trying to channel my inner Aussie. Oi, oi, oi! Self-doubt has always been something that I've battled with and almost convinced me to quit even before I got started. But in this video, we are going to break away from that feeling. In this video, we are going to come out victorious together! I'm going to be sharing 5 actionable strategies alongside some personal stories that helped me push through the wall of self-doubt and strive towards my creative goals. So if you're ready to shut off that inner critic and turn self-doubt into creative fuel, this video is for you. Let's kick this video off with a little bit of a story time, all the way back to 2 years ago when I started my custom embroidery business. Transition. I had / still have my full-time job in architecture, but I wanted a creative outlet that was all mine. So I picked up a second-hand embroidery machine off Facebook Marketplace, some thread, some fabric, and just started experimenting. The more I created, the more passionate I became. But then the doubt starts creeping in. Is this even good? Would anyone buy this? Despite these feelings, I still pushed through it and worked on it every single night after work. I shared my works on social media and started gaining traction firstly from friends and family. And then it slowly branched out to friends of friends. And then finally, complete strangers started to inquire with me to work with them. Fast forward to just a month ago, I took a leap of faith and ventured into this whole YouTube thing. As the other social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram are just not giving me enough creative space for me to share my thoughts. I've made a video about why I moved to YouTube from Instagram at the end of this video. So do give it a watch after this video and let me know what you think. To be honest, even right now, I despise being in front of the camera and recording myself. The thought of video editing really scared me at the start as well. As I started to set up my space to record my first video, the self-doubt was back and louder than ever. It brought me back to 2 years ago when I first started machine embroidering. I just felt like a beginner all over again. I just kept feeling like I wasn't worthy in front of the camera, especially with my acne-ridden face and eczema scars. But here's the thing, I came to a realization that self-doubt actually meant that I cared about the things that I was doing. Self-doubt was proof that I was trying to make a difference, and that I wasn't just sitting around being comfortable and just going through the circle of life. And if you're feeling the same way right now, I want you to know that it's not a bad thing. In fact, it's fantastic. Embrace the doubt and respond to it. So here are the 5 strategies that I've implemented into my life, and they made all the difference. You ready? Let's go! The first strategy that helped me was to reframe my negative thoughts. Whenever I felt like my work wasn't good enough, whether it was when I was going through an entire week and there was no new inquiries for my custom embroidery service, or a YouTube video that just didn't get any views, I paused and asked myself, why do I feel this way? What's the real story behind this thought? Most of the time, it was because I was comparing myself with the other creators and business owners who were years ahead of me. That's when I just started to cut that mindset off, and I said to myself, instead of focusing on I'm not as good as them, I started focusing on I'm still learning and getting better with every project and every video that I make. It's a small little mindset shift, but it was really powerful. If I hadn't reframed my thoughts back then, I probably would have just stopped creating altogether. The second step that I've implemented into my life was to set small, achievable goals. When you're a creative, there's just so many things you want to accomplish. In the beginning, I wanted to master all of the different embroidery techniques. I wanted to build a thriving business. I wanted to have so much additional income. And how on top of that, I want to grow this YouTube channel, all while working as a full-time graduate architect. As I'm writing this script right now, I'm just thinking, wow, I'm doing way too much. So I broke it down. Instead of focusing on getting 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, which is what you need to get monetized on YouTube, or make $1 million this year, I set mini goals like upload 1 video consistently every week, or make a certain amount a month that can provide additional income on top of my architectural job. These smaller goals not just felt more manageable, but each one that I accomplished just gave me more confidence in myself as well. For example, when I posted my first YouTube video on this channel, my goal was to simply just hit the publish button. Disregarding the imperfections of the recording, editing, the lighting, it was all just trial and error, but I still did it anyways because I just wanted to take that first step out and then work on myself and improve along the way. I have to be honest, it wasn't the most polished piece of content out there, but completing it made me feel like I could just keep going, and that's what matters. This perfectly leads me to my third point. Embrace imperfection and post it anyways. When I first started my custom embroidery business or this YouTube channel, I would be nitpicking on the very smallest of details. Whether it was embracing the perfect stitch for every client, for YouTube it was finding the best music, the best sound design, the best transitions. But what I soon realized was that nobody actually really cared about these minor flaws except for me. I was too fixated on the little things that at times I lost sight of the bigger picture and the initial goal. To bring people's visions to life or provide value through my stories. I remember posting a video on Instagram before my transition to YouTube with this random video with a meme transition at the end. You know those things that are really trending right now? And I just expected nothing to come out of it. But guess what? It ended up being one of my best performing videos because it was funny and relatable. Same thing happened when I first shared my first video on YouTube. I expected 0 views, maybe views from my fiance or my parents, but there were still people who I've never met that engaged with me and my content. That first comment that I've ever received will stay with me for the rest of my life because it showed that I did provide value to somebody, and that's my purpose in life. Embracing imperfection doesn't mean putting out low quality work. It means accepting that perfection isn't the goal. Consistency and authenticity are. So next time you're thinking of holding back, just hit publish or I'll come do it for you. Strategy 4 is to build a supportive creative network for yourself, whether it's online communities, local groups, or just a few friends who get your passion. Having people around you who is understanding and supportive is very crucial. When I first started sharing my work on Instagram and YouTube, I connected with other creators who were struggling with self-doubt and imposter syndrome as well. But because we have each other's backs, we share our wins, we give feedback on thumbnails and titles, just supporting each other all around. Just knowing that I wasn't the only one struggling with these feelings made it so much easier for me to push forward. And sometimes it's those outside voices that remind you of how far you've come when you can't see it yourself. So find your tribe, whether it's social media or your local church. It'll make the journey so much more rewarding when you shift your mindset to know that the world is with you, not against you. And finally, strategy 5, focus on the impact, not the numbers. It's easy to get caught up with the views, the likes, the followers. Trust me, I've been there. I'd post a video or I'd share a new embroidery piece, and if I don't get the engagement that I wanted, I just always feel like I wasn't good enough. But then occasionally I get comments like,
"This video was a great wake-up call and helped me kickstart my creative journey."
or
"I love your embroidery work. My partner said it was the best gift that he or she's ever received."
that's when I realized, even if just one person's impacted by what I've created, it's still a win. So focus on the value that you're providing, not the numbers. Your work might not go super viral, but it will reach the people that need it the most. So those are my 5 strategies. Reframe your thoughts, set small goals, embrace imperfection, build a creative network, and focus on your impact. Self-doubt doesn't have to be the end of your creative journey. In fact, it's actually just the beginning. You have something unique to share, whether it's through embroidery, YouTube, or something completely different. If you found these strategies helpful, hit that like button and let me know in the comments how you dealt with self-doubt as a creator. As mentioned before, I've linked a video here to explain why I moved to YouTube from Instagram as a content creator. And if you're interested in more content to feel inspired, consider subscribing for more stories, creative tips, and behind the scenes of my custom embroidery business. Until next time, keep creating, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself because I believe in you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.